Yo, yo, yo! Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Miami Geeks Weekly Updates, brought to you by DigitalCrackNetwork.com. I'm your host, Punisher305, and with me, I have the old school gaming specialist, Uncle Willy.
I think 3 in a row.
Bro.
I've been doing 3 shows in a row.
I'm actually impressed. I don't know about you, but I'm really impressed.
This three shows a week thing might actually be agreeing with me.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say that too. And you know what? I think for our viewers, they're going to be loving the fact that we're going to be doing this 3 times a week. And I think it's phenomenal.
I would say excited, but I'm, well, sort of excited. I don't know. I'm almost 50. For me to get excited, it involves fireworks.
Well, we're going to be seeing fireworks with this.
I don't know how to take that.
Well, don't take it any way you want, but you're going to take it as it is. Because the only fireworks we're going to be expecting is when we blow up, and we're going to have all these people listening to our freaking news, and they're going to be commenting and letting us know that what else they want to hear, what else they want to cover. Hell, they probably say, hey, screw Punisher 305, and we want Uncle Willy to run the show.
I don't like the fact that I just had a grown man tell me that I'm going to take it.
You know what? I'm done with you, man. I am so done with you. Guys,
you gotta admit, though, it is uncomfortable.
It is. Well, depending on how you're trying to say it, it's uncomfortable even thinking about it.
Pineapples.
Yep, done. Pineapples. Check, please. I'm done with this, sir.
Yes.
Guys, just to let you know, this segment is brought to you by D2D. Use promo code MIAGeeks10 to save 10% on your next purchase order. That's MIAGEEKS 10, all caps, and save 10% on your next buy. And I always, guys, before we ever get started, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button to hear when we come out. We just told you 3 times a week. So
you didn't tell them 3 days.
That is the mystery. No, we come on Monday. We come on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And on Fridays, we make sure to give you everything we need to cover. But we're going to cover right now today, it's going to be the PlayStation 5 news. And with that being said, let's get started. Guys, it finally showed. We finally got to see the freaking fucking machine. You know how long we've been waiting to see this shit? Willie, how long?
Too long? I will say that I was unusually upset because I hadn't seen it. And, like, it's just the way the damn thing looks. Mm-hmm. I don't really care about aesthetics. I don't normally care about aesthetics all that much, but it almost became an insult to me that they didn't want to show me.
Right? Look, I'm going to be honest. I hate being dick teased. This whole shit about showing the controller and then just kind of teasing it every once in a while, like, oh, it's going to come and get you. I was already getting to the point where I was just going to say, you know what, fuck it. I don't care anymore about it. I'm going to focus on the Xbox. But, my God, they did it. And then, oh, wait a minute. Before I even finish this sentence, I fucking told you so. I said it. In all the podcasts, I said it. That they're going to show it. They're going to have 2 systems, and I fucking called it. Can I get an amen?
No, because I'm not. No. But you are getting ahead of yourself because before they showed the console, they showed a hell of a lot more.
Well, yeah. They showed fucking the processor speed in the beginning, all that. But still, I kept my optimist self saying that they're going to show it plus 2 games. I mean, 2 systems.
You're the eternal optimist. Like, you are literally the eternal optimist.
I have to be the positive guy sometimes.
You'll be but you're a little too positive. Like, you'll be the guy. You are Korg.
Well, yeah, someone has to be.
You are Korg. You're watching the planet blow up, and you're like, well, let's look at the positive side.
And that is?
I don't know. You're the eternal optimist.
Oh, no. I was just waiting for you to finish that one. I was going to say, all right, go ahead, finish that one, because I'll be like, well, it's gone, but guess what? I'm alive. Screw everything.
No. Bruh. You were playing the eternal optimist with Sonic the Hedgehog the movie.
I like that movie.
First trailer.
I like the movie. No. Whoa. No, 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 no,
trailer.
no, no, no. Let's get shit
I'm
straight.
sorry, I have the logs.
You can
I
keep
have
those
the
logs.
chat logs.
I was like, well, I guess here he goes. Wait a minute, which trailer we're talking about? Not fucking
the first one.
the ugly Sonic.
The nightmare trailer.
No, no, no. I was never
You
positive
were
about that.
sitting there saying positive things about that
Horse shit. Give me the proof so I can put it on this fucking podcast.
I will put
Give
it
it to
on the
me.
log. No, you know what? You're
What?
trying me because you know that my computer's been. I've had to reboot my computer. I've had to reinstall Windows on my computer 3 times, and you know that Signal erases all the logs. But I have it on the phone.
Get it.
I'm gonna find it.
Get it.
Post it.
Give it to me because I'm gonna put it up. Because that was nowhere near positive. I said that was a fucking train wreck. That's the ugliest motherfucking Sonic ever.
But you probably If I recall it correctly, you said it was gonna be a pretty train wreck. Like you said something positive about it.
Yeah, that was gonna be
was
fucking
shocked.
horrible. You talk to Serge. He was the one that was like, "Oh, this is gonna be funny." Then we put the meme of Sonic. I go, "Here's
Serge-
Sonic." Yeah, Serge.
Serge only talks in memes.
Oh well, then he's a meme because he talked in what is it? Another Wakanda meme. The Wakanda Sonic. What's it called again?
No,
You know the way.
don't do that.
You know
Don't
the
do
way.
that. Don't do that.
Because that was a funny Sonic.
Not the time. Not the time.
I know, but it was still a funny Sonic.
Let's talk about good things.
All right.
Okay.
Since we're gonna talk about good things, then let's bring up the PlayStation because I'm ecstatic. First of all, we got 26 games shown, and not only that we got 26 games, we also had some gameplay from the actual system. Willie, let's get started.
First of all, I want to just point this out. Okay, 26 games is exactly double the amount of games that the Xbox Series X showed.
Indeed. And could we point out something else? Let's talk.
What's that?
Let's talk. It was just let's talk. It was just a couple of tidbits here and into the game. A little things here into the game.
The thing with the PS5 reveal was that it was more produced. It was a lot flashier.
Yeah.
You could tell that the Xbox reveal was more like on shoestrings because they were like trying to get everybody together virtually because of the whole Backstreet Boys reunion concert going on.
Of course.
And yeah, okay, so it looked a lot more polished.
It did.
But yeah, I mean, it was like very. Oh yeah, we're thankful to have this event. Game. Oh, we had an opportunity to try out this to develop for this really cool concept. Game. It was one after the other, and some really heavy hitters.
Big time. Big fucking
Not
time.
The first game though.
Oh, of course not. That one I was kind of disappointed, to be honest.
Oh,
I was
you
very
were disappointed.
I was actually
You were
disappointed.
just disappointed.
Yeah.
I was seeing red pissed.
Let's tell them what the fuck we're talking about, first of all, because some people didn't see this.
Okay. The joke, the running joke for quite a while was with the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim being the cockroach of the video game world.
Okay.
Because it wouldn't fucking go away. Rockstar has the official cockroach. Grand Theft Auto 5. That's the first game you show us on the PS5?
I'm actually surprised. I was like, you're going to bring out this fucking game for a brand new console now?
I was flabbergasted.
Ugh.
And if you've ever had your flabbergasted like that, you know how painful that could be.
Horribly.
Really, Rockstar? A new console, a new supposedly high-tech, state-of-the-art console, and you're going to port a game from the PS3 on it? Not a remaster, not adding new shit. No. The same shit that we got on the PS3. Fuck Rockstar. Okay? I know a bunch of people just threw their freaking light beers on the floor in awe and gasping because I said this, but fuck Rockstar.
I don't blame you. Fuck them hard. You know what it is to bring out a game from 2013 to, like, they're just dragging this motherfucker. They're just really stretching his shit.
It's not even that, okay? Because they're, you bring back old games as a remaster, popular games, I get it. But a game that's been stringing along all these years, a game that came out on the PS3, and then when the PS4 came out, they said, you know what, let's remaster it to put it on the PS4. New console, give them first-person mode, all right, fine. What's the excuse now?
Nothing actually. I just think it's fucking retarded. I don't know why would they do something like that, man.
Because they're lazy bastards. They're greedy,
it's a really
lazy fucking bastards.
Wait a
I
minute.
did this little experiment.
Do you wanna throw the other tidbits they put in there for Grand Theft Auto 5?
Oh yeah, PS5 owners will get a free GTA Online, whatever bitch, when it launches in 2021. And when they're gonna give out a 1 million shark dollars, whatever the fuck money they have in there for GTA Online every month until the game launches.
Yeah, big fucking
deal.
Big
Look, I did a
whoop.
little experiment. This started with a conversation I was having with my son about how lazy AAA developers have been getting. I focused on Rockstar. Okay, during the PS2, about 2,000 games in that library, the biggest library for one console. Right? Rockstar made 22 games for the PS2.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about shit games. I mean, yeah, you had your GTA 3 and San Andreas and Vice City, but you had Bully and you had the Warriors. You had a bunch of games like they were Manhunt. A lot of these games, State of Emergency, they were trying out all these bunch of different things.
Yeah.
You know how many games they released on the PS4?
How much?
They released 15. 8 of them were remasters of PS2 games. And of the 7 that are left, I'm counting GTA 5 and GTA Online as 2 separate games. I'm counting Red Dead Redemption 2, Red Dead Redemption Online, and the Red Dead Redemption 2 companion app as 3 separate games. That's how many games that they had. They're fucking lazy. All they want to do is make something like GTA Online where they can sit back, fan their balls, and collect the money. I get it. The thing, GTA Online, it's not the most successful game of all time. It's the most successful piece of media of all time.
Indeed.
Remember how much money Avengers Endgame made?
Oh, a lot.
A little north of $2 billion, right?
Just only.
That was gross box office, meaning that wasn't exactly how much Marvel pocketed, but $2 billion it made in the box office.
Yep.
GTA Online has made $6 billion in revenue worldwide.
The fuck out of here.
Meaning Rockstar pocketed $6 billion
and
from that thing.
And still going, because they're going to milk this fucking cow. They're going to milk this fucking cow.
Not enough. Because someone in Rockstar doesn't have their gold toilet yet.
Oh, of course
they
not.
They got to go and break that fuck, man.
I'm sure the fucking janitor doesn't have the gold toilet.
Like the PS5 reveal was great, but that would have almost ruined it for me.
But you know what, man? Fuck them in the ass. Let's talk about positive shit now.
The very next game.
Of course. Which I was ecstatic. I've never played the first Spider-Man yet.
But you have to.
I'm going to, once I get my PS5, I'm going to play that game and this game. Because it's a must.
Well, it's going to come out around the time of launch, holiday 2020. Spider-Man, we got to say it right. Marvel's Spider-Man. Miles Morales.
Yes. Which is a PS5 exclusive. Amazing.
Well, yes. Insomniac Games, you're the goods.
Yes. You are in all the goods. That is beautiful because that trailer was so small, but it was so impactful, which I was like, oh, like I wanted more. Because I felt I want more.
You get to play as Miles Morales.
Yes. Now, my next question for that game is, will it continue off the Spider-Man game? And if it does, will you get to do something within that universe with that Spider-Man? Because I know in the end of that game, I heard you get to be with you meet up with Miles Morales. And I'm just wondering, will it continue off that story? Or will there be two Spider-Mans win there? No.
Okay. Spoiler alert for those who have not played Marvel Spider-Man. Give me a minute just to say this. In the game, in the original Spider-Man game on the PS4, Miles Morales makes an appearance. And at the end, he shows Peter that he's a Spider-Man as well. He got bit by a spider because he gets bitten by the spider in the game. All right, spoiler over.
Okay.
But
go.
Insomniac has already said that this game is a standalone game. It's not DLC. It's not like it may continue the story, but it's a standalone game.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, as good as the first one was, yes, give me more. Give
Yeah,
me more.
I agree with you. It's a really fantastic game. From every footage that I've seen of that game, fantastic. But now, let's bring back some of the classics. Well, at least a classic. Gran Turismo.
Yeah, Gran Turismo 7. I just want to say this before we go any further.
Yes.
Do not expect this game to come out anytime soon.
Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right.
It's Polyphony Digital, the developers, are absolute OCD fanatics when it comes to making their games. Like, I made the joke the other day, they're not going to release it because they still have people on the track right now licking the tires to make sure they can recreate the taste of the tires in the game, even though there's no taste in it. Because that's how meticulous they are about these games.
Jesus Christ, dude.
To tell you that the PS3 only had 2 Gran Turismo games, and Gran Turismo 6 came out after the PS4 launched.
But let's talk about something. That release date, which is not even a date, it's the release year, 2027.
That's what I say. That's not the real date.
Oh, it's not. Okay, thank God.
It's gonna come out holiday 2027.
Thank God, because for some reason I thought I saw the same thing. I'm like, Jesus, dude, if they're gonna come out this game, then why are they announcing it now? Look,
because Gran Turismo is a big series.
It's big.
I mean, for driving game wonks like me, it's an awesome series. I love the Gran Turismo series. It's like that meticulousness that they have with presenting the cars. It shows off in how you drive. The actual driving of these vehicles. It's a driving simulator. It's the closest thing you can get to actually grabbing one of these exotic cars and smashing them into like 45 guardrails. Because I'm terrible at it. I'm not gonna lie. I'll drive the Focus. I'll drive the Ford Focus ST all day because at least that one I have time to brake. I'm just that bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Then again, I'm gonna use my age as an excuse. I don't game like I used to. I'm real bad at video games now.
Oh, you bad at video games? Sure, Willie. Okay.
You gotta see me play. You gotta see me play these games. I get made fun of because I played Uncharted. I started playing the PS4 Nathan Drake collection, and I can't get through Uncharted, the first one, on crushing difficulty. I am not that good. This is supposed to be an easy game to play. Yeah, my ass. I'm getting it handed to me like if it was freaking antibacterial soap.
No way, dude.
I suck at games.
I still don't believe that. That's fucking ridiculous for me to hear that shit.
That's because you remember you saw me playing Death Smiles at level 999 and you think that I'm a god. No, I'm not.
Well, but you know what? It's fine. I still say you're a great player, and I think Gran Turismo is going to come out around 2022. I give it that. I'll give it that much.
Remember when I told you guys about him being the eternal optimist? There you go.
Oh, bro.
According to him, I'm a good player, and Gran Turismo 7 is coming out in 2 years.
Because it is. And let's talk about something else, because it's a must. And talk about old school, another classic, which I'm actually ecstatic. This game was freaking awesome. I'm going to say it right now. This game looked pretty awesome. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. There's no release date on it yet, but they did show some gameplay, which it looks phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Insomniac Games, you're all right.
Yeah,
they're God.
I'm telling you, they're bringing it up.
Rockstar can't make one fucking new game, and here's Insomniac talking about 2.
Right?
And 2 heavy hitters.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, the Ratchet and Clank looks so good. Like, I love that series of games. They're so much fun, and especially this one. I'm up for it. I'm all down for this game. And Insomniac, thank you very much.
You're doing good work.
They're doing a fantastic job.
You're doing the gamer lord's work.
Of course. Willie.
And the cool thing about Ratchet and Clank is the gunplay, all the weird weapons, and oh my god, it looks good to be shooting in that game.
Yeah, it does. It looks really good, especially when you start going through the portals, or
Oh
the
yeah, when you
rifts.
start going through those portals.
Yes.
Didn't you get a? I got a portal vibe. I certainly got a portal.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. You know what? I have a feeling that we might have to go through like some sort of portal training in that game because
I don't know.
I feel it. It feels like a portal
It's
vibe.
it's not gonna be like the levels of actual portal, but I had that little vibe. You
No,
know?
but we're gonna have some definite fun into it. Like we're gonna probably have to go sideways to go upwards, or probably do something to reach a certain device or a gun or a weapon or a bad guy or some sort of clank. Yeah, I feel, man.
Crazy platforming twist there.
Yes. But now, another game that I kind of want to bring up is Project Athena. It looked Athia. I thought it was Athena. My bad. Athia. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me, guys. I have a really bad problem reading sometimes. I misspell things, and sometimes I add a letter into things that I shouldn't. But Athia.
Dyslexia.
Well, yeah. It looks like I have it then. But I still rock it. And this guy.
Dyslexia, whatever.
Well, yeah, dude. That's me. Shoot. And it's very short, and it looked like it has somewhat a mix of a gameplay and cinematics. You know, they didn't really say nothing about when is it coming out, but it was a very short trailer, very short. But it's a timed exclusive for PS5 and from Square Enix. Willie, do you have a little more insight on this one, or is the same thought?
I don't. The only thing that I have is the worry that I have with Square Enix, because they had this habit a few years ago where they would show off trailers for game concepts, not so much games, but game concepts, and they'd all look luscious and gorgeous and all these pretty visuals and super intense, custom detailed graphics engines, and it was all garbage.
Willie?
Because nothing ever came out.
Willie, there's somebody in this room.
What?
We have someone in this room.
Agent Joe has arrived.
Oh, we got Agent Joe! Oh my God, guys!
No longer grooming.
Nope, that's it. I said it.
No.
But guys, make wave. We have Agent Joe in the house. This is a great day in podcasting.
Bro, you missed my rant. You missed my rant on Rockstar.
Honestly, I'm just interrupting you. I'm just coming in here for 5 minutes, and then I gotta probably bounce.
Okay.
Kids in the shower.
Hey,
I heard that.
Either way, just come on, interrupt, bring it up.
First, no, I didn't want to interrupt. You could probably cut this out of the podcast. Right?
I don't care. You're gonna talk. Good talk.
First of all, what's going on? How you gentlemen doing?
We're doing fantastic.
I'm doing better now. You're here.
I'm ecstatic that you're here, dude.
I'm happy that you're happy. What are y'all talking about?
Well, right now we're talking about Project Athena, and that we're talking about that it was a very short trailer, somewhat mixture between cinematics and gameplay, and dude, just right there is when time stopped, and Agent Joe popped in from the heavens to talk to us.
I know, right?
I'm
not the
happy.
heavens, not from the heavens, from the bar.
From
the bar.
Yeah.
But talk to us, man. What's up?
Definitely a bar. No, man. I just wanted to jump in real quick, man. Because I'm the supposedly PlayStation shill over here. The sheep. But
that's not true. I've seen what you drive. That's not Sony money.
But no, that's not. But but man, I gotta say, that show that I saw yesterday, I know I'm gonna get a lot of heat. Hold on, bro. I'm getting a lot of background stuff. Hold on. I gotta tame these wild animals back there.
Yeah.
But what I saw yesterday, bro, was a great show overall, man. Like, just they had a little bit for everybody, man. A little new IP, some family friendly, some hardcore games, some Demon Souls in there. I mean, just a little bit of everything. And I know Sony's been getting a lot of crap on the interwaves with they're so quiet and they don't do nothing. And they just came out and they're like, this is what we got. And then it's just like, dude, this is what they do, man. So it's like, sometimes you start buying into all the internet nonsense and they're not gonna come in. They're not gonna come strong this time. They're complacent. They're back to being their old PS3. They did a I thought they did a phenomenal show. I know I'm a Sony guy, That is my preferred platform. That's what I like to game on. But if you're a Sony console gamer like me, you have nothing to be disappointed about. To be honest with you, I thought that was a great show, man. I really did.
No, and you know what? I couldn't agree with you more. The show was amazing to me. The fact that they showed at the end of the whole presentation the system, but before all that, they started teasing you. But then they gave you nothing but 26 games and not that much talk. I was happy. I was actually surprised and happy with everything, to be honest.
Oh, there was a gang of games there. Really, you're the more pessimistic one here. You didn't like the show?
No, I didn't say I didn't like the show. I liked the show. I think that they did a great job.
You liked what they showed yesterday, right?
Yes, I made the point. Yes, their show was a lot smoother, a lot more polished because they had a little more time to do it. But more than that, there was more content. I made the comment earlier. They showed literally double the games that Microsoft did, and the games were, yes, there was a lot of good indie stuff and smaller projects, but heavy hitters.
Just
Very
a good
heavy
mix of
hitters.
everything. Just a heavy mix of everything, man.
Very much so.
Yeah.
That Ratchet game looks dope, man. That Ratchet and Clank
It's
game looks
we
so
were
dope.
just
It
talking
looks
about
really
it.
good.
Insomniac
Oh,
games
man.
it just came out really good. That game is intense, and I can't wait to play it.
My son saw it and he's like, I want to play that. Can we play that now? I'm like, no, we can't play that right now. 'Cause
Do you have the
I got-
PS4 game?
I have the PS4 game. Yes, we
Yeah.
haven't finished it, but that's a great game. That's a beautiful looking game. Man.
It is.
It's
really
amazing. It's amazing. I'm very looking forward to that, and especially Spider-Man. It's just an overall win to me. That's all I gotta say. It's an overall win.
So Spider-Man came under fire today because I've been on Twitter all day today.
Woof.
Really?
And they're getting a lot of heat today, yeah, because I think the way the show was presented was like, this is Spider-Man 2. And when I saw it, I was like, yeah, this isn't really Spider-Man 2 because it's in the same city. It looked like an expansion of sorts. And then like almost like a DLC, but once they said, oh, it's PS5, and then today they clarified, yeah, this is PS5 standalone. It's just going to be a smaller game of sorts, like they did with Uncharted, Lost Legacy, like they did that infamous First Light, a little smaller scale, but that's good. You know what I'm saying? That at launch, I think you take that, and then I think later on you're gonna get a full-fledged, huge Spider-Man sequel. I like that they're going to the Miles Morales. I think that's a cool jump off.
I agree.
For that character. I like the way they did that. It's a good transition. But so yeah, they're getting a lot of crap for not being like, a big game. But then you look at that Spider-Man game came out 2018?
No,
2017. 17. Okay, so 17.
Yeah,
So it hasn't even been 3 years. You're not gonna get a AAA blockbuster in less than 3 years. That's not the way it happens.
Yeah.
But Insomniac can do it.
Yep, they can, and they're going to. And guys, I just want to let you guys know, Agent Joe, he's the guy that provides us with the details from early morning when everything goes down. He's the one that gave us pretty much the heads up that we're gonna have the presentation yesterday. And like I'm telling you right now, I couldn't thank him more than enough for everything he does for us. Sad.
Look,
not even a sad thing.
It's not really me. I do follow a lot of good people, and some of those good people. I mean, I would like to even credit them, but I follow so many that I wouldn't even know where to start. But some sources are better than others, and sometimes you read up and you follow up, and then like that Resident Evil one that we were talking about. I was like, I saw the guys like, yo, this could be a thing, and then like an hour later, you'll see like a link, like German retailer post Resident Evil 8. When you start seeing so many different things come up, that's when you start seeing like, yeah, that rumor, that's a good one, man. That looks like that's gonna happen. And then sure enough, I didn't even see the Resident Evil one because I was working from home at the time. I went back and watched it later, and I was like, that Resident Evil looks dope.
No, it does.
That looks good, man.
It looks really good. It's gonna be disgusting, bro. It's gonna be amazing. I know for a fact I'm not gonna play it, so let's just get that part out of the way. But all I know is that game looks sick.
Wait,
what?
Joe, we have a standing thing. All right. If people in the comments mention it enough, he has to do a live stream playing Resident Evil 7 VR.
He won't do that.
He has to.
Oh,
For
Well,
the views. He'll do it for the views.
if it's for the views, I'm definitely gonna have to do it because it needs to be done. But if I don't hear anybody mention anything or there's not enough likes or anything like that, then it's just gonna be dust in the wind because it's just not gonna happen. But who
Bruh,
knows? Who knows?
I'm gonna buy a campaign to comment.
Oh
on
my
one of the
God.
videos. You have to play that game.
I will. I
Yeah.
will. I
Actually,
will.
I heard that the Resident Evil game was going to be playable with the old PSVR
Oof.
or whatever that's worth. I don't on a PS5.
I mean,
don't know I don't know
possibly.
how good that's going to transition, but I heard they will make it compatible for the old unit at least, which is kind of cool. If you have it, you know.
Well,
But yeah, you got to play the old one. Just play it in VR. Play whatever you got.
yes. Okay, sure. Why not? Amazing.
Just do it and stream. And like Willie says, you stream it.
Well, that's what we're going to plan to do. First of all, we're going to make sure that we have 2 recordings. We're going to have a live recording of me playing the game and one actually looking at me when I react to the game. Because I don't think our fans know how much I hate fucking zombie games. But I can watch them. I can watch them all day. I can watch the gameplay. But I cannot play because I freak the fuck out. And it's not like, oh my God, zombie. No, it's like, oh my God, what? No! And I just run and jump and I freak out. It happens.
I had suggested that he take a shot every time he screams in terror, but he'll be dead in 5 minutes.
Oh, I'll be dead by dawn. I already said it. I will be dead by
Forget
dawn.
about
Yeah,
Don. You'll be dead in 5 minutes.
I don't recommend you play Days Gone. It's not
No.
recommended.
Oh my
That's a
God.
good-
No,
No.
This is not VR though. If it were VR, it would be excellent.
I'll be dead. No, thank you. But
I think you should do that, bro. So
I'll see.
yeah, bro.
I'll see.
So I just wanted to jump in, say what's up to y'all for a little bit, man.
My
Yeah,
God.
man.
Good for you, man.
I'm just
You
gonna
know?
tell you right now, Agent Joe, it was such a pleasure having you on here again. And again, we and the whole fan base will look forward to having you back and doing a podcast with us again soon. And do amazing things like this. Maybe a little drop in, give us a little heads up, a little something, a little insider. It doesn't hurt, and we love it. And we
Time, bro,
and we thank you
Time,
for
time,
everything you give us.
No, man, no worries, man. That's good, man. Hopefully, when I have more time, man, I can jump in, you know,
For sure, man.
and just add a different PlayStation perspective from it.
Very good.
So,
Very good, man.
we'll see how that goes, man. When can I pre-order my digital edition?
You know what?
We're waiting for that.
Okay, you can sign up. You can sign up at
No,
GameStop.
before I I don't do GameStop. Before I go, I'm torn, man. I started stacking my games today, and I started looking at my son's game and all these games, and I'm like, I'm gonna buy a console that has a disc drive in 2020, and I'm gonna play maybe 4 of these games for like 20 minutes, and I'm like, and then I'm gonna buy digital edition, and then I'm gonna regret that I didn't buy the disc-based version. So honestly, I don't know what to do, but I think I'm gonna make a real decision when Sony comes out and decides to lay out the plan for backwards compatibility and tell me, you know, you're gonna
Oh, lost him.
prettier
Yep, there we
4K,
go.
higher frame rates, because like, you know what I'm saying, I don't do a lot of physical, but a lot of my physical games are Sony first party games. Because I bought collector's edition for Spider-Man, I bought collector's edition for God of War, I got Days Gone, I got Uncharted, I got Ratchet, I got games for Sony on disc. So I'm like, if I want to play those damn games one day, which I'm not a big going backward type of guy, but if I do, I'm gonna need a damn disc drive to do it. So
Damn, and here I was gonna tell you for the 14th time that I'll buy your games, but I have them all.
I know you. No, I'm not selling them to you. I told you.
I have them all. It don't matter.
Those are good games. Those are good games. Those are good games, man.
Yeah,
So,
indeed they
I
are,
don't know.
man.
You know, maybe if they tell me, yo, you could go and, you know, throw in your God of War and it's gonna look even better than what it already does. You know, I have Horizon. Like, those games look great, man. Those are just great looking titles.
They are.
And if I
Especially God of War.
No, if it's gonna look the same, then I'm good. Then I could just play them on my Pro, whatever. I'll disconnect it, connect it. Doesn't matter. But like if they're gonna get a bump up, then and I have the disc, then I'm out of gas. And I'm not a big fan of rebuying games again. No. That's not my forte. So, but
I
I've done it before.
unfortunately
I've done it. You know, I don't want to, but I've done it.
buying and rebuying is kind of like my thing.
You, yeah, but I don't want to buy Spider-Man again. You know, I don't want to buy God of War again.
I'm just a
No.
buy once and that's it.
I mean, are you ready for the digital movement, or you're still sticking with your traditional base?
Me personally, I'm stuck with the traditional base. Like I would like to get it with a disk drive just in case. Willie?
Just in case.
I know you didn't ask me that question.
Yeah, we don't even. We don't ask.
I don't even know why you even attempted to ask me that question.
I just had to because I wanted to see how far
But you're
it goes.
good. But you're good buying a digital game tomorrow.
No, I can buy a digital
definitely,
game.
I have.
I'm always gonna want a physical copy though.
Of course. I mean, I don't mind getting a digital game at all. There's no problem with it. The only worry I'm going to have is if I like the game so much and it's off the servers, like we pretty much wrote on our page on digitalcracknetwork.com, you know, we're not going to get that. The what?
Deadpool.
Yeah.
Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Ugh.
Scott Pilgrim versus the fucking world.
Jesus. We just triggered Willie.
No, I'm not bitter.
We triggered Willie, guys. So just duck and cover. Just duck and cover. Pero...
This is Joe's time. Willie needs to stop.
Yeah, I know. Joe. Where is he? Joe.
No, I'm still here. I lost you for a little bit, though.
Oh, okay.
But I'm still here.
No, but we're just saying that this is your time. We need you here to shine, baby.
Oh, man, I can't do that, bro. Honestly, I just came by for a few minutes to drop by, say what's up.
Ah, man.
I appreciate it.
It's always a pleasure. And you should know that we do this 3 times a week, and you can drop in whenever the hell you want.
That's a lot, bro. But I'm happy that you're doing that, bro. Keep it up, man.
Thank you,
Keep it
bro.
up, man.
Hey, but we're doing this for us, man. It's not just, a me thing. This is a we thing. This is all of us. From Big Lou, you, Willie, and I. So we're rocking it.
I like the excitement, bro. I like to hear that stuff, bro.
Hell yeah, no. That's how it is. That's how it is. Because
when I hear you guys 3 times a week, I mean, that's a lot, bro.
But you know what, man? This is interesting because we're getting a lot of good things out of it, and it's just motivating us so much to do more that it makes us to do more. We want to do more. It's fun. It's not becoming a job. It's becoming a fun time. We're just hanging, talking, expressing our feelings, shooting out there for everybody to hear it. It's a thing. We like this. It's fun. Mm-hmm. This reminds me. It was a lifestyle, of course, but this reminds me the same energy that we're getting when we first started. The same energy.
Those are some fun times,
and it's still gonna be fun.
And a lot of bickering, and a lot of debates.
And you know what, Joe? And you know what? And it's still gonna happen because when you just got a little taste of the podcast, now you're gonna be like, you know what, man? I want to do it again. I'm gonna hear myself. It sounds fucking amazing. And you know what? You're going to want to do it again. And then you're going to be like, hey, guys, what time you guys go on? And I'm going to let you know. I'm like, hey, Joe, here's the link. Jump in. Let's do this.
Yes.
And I'm down for bickering. I love a good debate.
So how much am I paying for my future box?
I don't know.
Wait. I'm sorry. My Wi-Fi, it's called the Wi-Fi router, right?
The Wi-Fi router.
No, I think my favorite one was the PS2 in a binder.
Jesus, that was amazing.
Oh. And then Willie in the chat tells me yesterday, he's like, I don't like it.
I still don't, but I haven't gotten there yet.
I can't believe you don't like it. This thing is sexy, man.
It's sleek.
It's so out of nowhere. There's nothing like it. Like you really wanted another traditional regular box?
What I wanted was a PS5.
It is a PS5. Like it doesn't. I mean, a box it could look like whatever, right? Just gonna play some games, but it doesn't. It just something that it just looks different. It looks unique. It looks, first of all, it's white. I don't really do white consoles, but the way they put it together along with the controller, it's beautiful. To me, it's their best design. It's nice. It's there by far. You look at all their old stuff, and you like, I saw a picture today where it's like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and then this, and it's like, yeah, this thing looks, obviously, time, it ages differently compared to that era. But you just put it. Hold on. You put it next to each other, bro. Hold on. I'm getting off now.
Mm-hmm.
You have to edit that out. So just seeing them right next to those old boxes, bro. I was like, it looks like a future machine, bro. It looks this is the future, and I like the controller. I'm a fan of the controller. I do want to see it in black though. I think
Eventually, they're gonna have it in black. I just want to know, does it have RGBs or something inside of it glowing? That's what I'm curious about, because it looked like it had a blue hue around it, and I noticed it a couple times. I'm not sure if maybe it's a painting or there's like a little light bar around the whole thing that glows that little hue blue type of color. But the future will let us know what's going on, and they are going to make a black design, like straight up. It might even be black with white, like a white interior with a black outside. Who knows? It's going to be the future can only let us know when it's going to happen, and it's going to come this year too. So let's see. I'm pre-ordering it. That's already hands down. I'm getting it.
Let me go check on the situation. So before I sign off properly, I'll be back.
All
right. So Willie.
Yes.
Let's continue on. Let's continue on with Stray, which to me I like to call it Cyberpunk 2077, the cat edition.
I don't know what to make of it. What I will say is that, and I didn't say this during the Xbox Series X event either.
Okay.
Thank God for indie games, because this kind of game would never exist if it wasn't for an indie studio.
Okay.
Like indies, like especially with this reveal event, but with the Xbox Series X one too, they have some really crazy ideas they're putting out there, and I'm in for it. I'm down for it.
I hear you.
I don't know what to make of Stray, but the concept, I'm down.
I'm interested to see what it's going to be about. Knowing it's going to come out in 2021, I need to see. It looks like to me it's going to be kind of a sneaking around, not get caught type of game, and you're a cat. So that's what I feel. That's what it looked like from the trailer, at least.
But I mean, just the whole concept of you're a cat in the future. Like, okay, cool. Give it to me.
Yeah. And let's see what it's going to bring. I mean, who knows? Now, the next game, it's from the developers that are very near and dear to our heart, Housemarque. Returnal.
Yes. The name that is pissing off about 80% of the internet.
I'm going to tell you right now, it got me by shock because I couldn't hardly pronounce it. I had to do a Google Translate for me, and just to get this pronunciation right. Returnal.
Look, it's not Swedish.
Yeah,
it's just a portmanteau.
Yeah, but the thing is, it tongue-tied the shit out of me. I was like, return. So I was like, what the fuck am I saying? So I had to like really break it down so it can come out as natural as it did right now. Returnal.
Well, yes. Our boys at Housemarque, I'm interested in everything they make because they make some really good games.
And this game is sick. It looks good, man.
This one looks like an outer space Groundhog Day.
Yeah, because which
is a theme.
It's pretty
which is
interesting.
Sort of kind of theme this year. It
yeah.
is.
Give or take, yeah. You're right.
I have an accident. An accident. Something explodes. I wake up. She dies and keeps coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a shooter. So third person. So I'm not gonna suck entirely as much.
But you're gonna get some headshots in though. Gonna try.
Come on. In these games, you get headshots accidentally.
Well, yeah.
I should know. I get them all the time.
Papa. But, being that this is going to be a third-person shooter, I think this is going to be a pretty interesting game from Housemarque. Being that I'm kind of familiar with their, the top-down shooters and all the other games that we play for them. Yeah. So this is going to be an interesting...
They made Resogun, a really awesome shoot-'em-up. So they don't just make top-down shooters.
Oh, okay. I just remember top-down.
And this game is a PS5 exclusive.
Indeed. So, Housemarque, thank you very much, and we can't wait to see this game come out. And hopefully we have another interview with you guys. You guys were very phenomenal, and we love talking to them. They're really cool people.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about a name that really bothered me saying it, because I was like, how the hell are you going to say it like this? Sackboy, A Big Adventure.
What's the big deal?
Because all.
Hey, wait,
can
wait,
you-
wait, wait.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Before you move on, I heard that Sony was looking to acquire Housemarque, or that they possibly already acquired them. Is that true?
I haven't heard anything about this.
I think it is
No?
semi-true. I have to look it up, but if you give me the resources, I will put up on our Instagram.
I don't. I'm not saying it's true. I just that's what I kind of.
No,
like,
I'm
heard
just
they
saying, in case you
and
do
it
find
flew
out, give
under
it to
the
us, dude.
radar that they're now under the Sony tree, but I don't know this to be for sure. So
Well, they made
No.
they made this game an exclusive, so I have a very strong hunch it might be a possibility.
no, but
Well,
they've
wait
been
a minute.
working. No, they've been working for a while. For like they've been doing so many games for Sony. They're almost like a first party, but they're not. But then I heard that they were going to do a deal of some sort now.
Mhm.
Actually, I'm looking at it now. It was an exclusive deal with Sony because Returnal is a PS5 exclusive.
Okay, so it's just the exclusive game. They didn't buy them
Yes.
out or anything.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
All right. Well, you see, we killed the rumors right there. Two birds, one stone.
That's good.
Bada beam.
That's a great studio, and they have a long history with PlayStation. They were there at the PS3 launch with Super Stardust. They were there at the PS4 launch with Resogun. They created Alien Nation,
Oh,
Dead
great game.
Nation. Those just great top-down shooters.
Divers.
I didn't play. Well, they haven't released Storm Divers yet, but I didn't. The one that I missed was Next Machina. Forgot why I didn't jump on that one, but
You're absolutely right
I mean,
about that. I totally forgot about that game.
that was like a crazy. Just the soundtrack in that game is just ridiculous.
They do good
Yeah,
stuff.
man, they do good. They just do really good work, man. And this is kind of like their jumping off point for AAA because this is not your typical small top-down shooter like that. That game looked dope.
You're absolutely right.
That was like a bigger budget, more production value than what I'm used to seeing from Housemarque. So I'm excited to play that game. I know that the gameplay is going to be tight.
And I'm gonna have to agree with you there. And I'm actually really looking forward for Returnal because it looks really good and it looks interesting. I just don't understand what's wrong with that lady's eye. That it's kind of like bloodshot. Not even bloodshot. It's just like her pupil's blown on one eye, or she has two different color eyes. I'm not.
It looks like she has two different colored eyes.
Okay, then I'm not going crazy. 'Cause I was like, every time I look at it, I'm like, am I seeing things? Does she have like a blown pupil or something's up with that girl? But who knows? They're probably gonna have a backstory for that eye as well. And I can't wait. And now that we're talking about Sackboy right now, Joe, and the Big Adventure, and that it's an old school. Like they're bringing back these old IPs, and this game is actually it looks fun for kids, but overall it looks amazing.
It's
Yeah.
it's Sack.
Sackboy, bro. Sackboy, bro. Sackboy, he's the man, bro.
Now
He is.
Now it's not a typical Little Big Planet game
No.
because it doesn't
No.
seem like it's going to have any user-created content.
Mhm.
But it's still a platformer for up to 4 players. And Sumo Digital did Little Big Planet 3. The first 2 were Media Molecule. The Sumo Digital one wasn't bad. This is still going to be a tight game.
It is. And it's gonna be
Yeah,
a fun
the thing-
family game, dude.
The thing about those little Big Planet games, they like ooze like charm, bro. Like they put
do.
a smile on your face. You could be the grumpiest person. And it's something about that little Sackboy character and his facial expressions, man. They're well done, and those little the world is really cool. I played a lot of 3 actually. I think I might have even finished it. And they introduced some new characters along the way with that one, but this one's gonna be getting away from that 2D platforming and looks more in line with a Mario 3D of sorts, just in the Sackboy world.
Yeah.
It looks
You're absolutely
cool.
right.
I liked it, bro. I'm telling you, this Sony show had just so much, man. I know I'm jumping in the middle of all of this and,
I don't care.
and disrupting the force, man. But there was
I
just
don't care. You're family. That's
just
how I see it. So disrupt all the way.
It was just so much, man. Just kicking off that show with Spider-Man. I didn't see that coming.
Nobody
I
did,
not see
dude.
that coming.
Nobody did. I don't think. Look.
Horizon. I knew Horizon was coming. It was just too much out there, and they've been talking about the sequel. That game just underwater looks ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Just ridiculous.
It looks insane.
The Ratchet game that we talked about already. God, that's so much before. I'm just trying to get everything in before I leave. Not to fast forward the show or anything and cause more disruption.
I don't give a damn.
It's not disrupting.
what was it? Oh, the one I just what was that? Was it Kara? Well, you haven't got there yet, but oh man, there was a game made by man, I forgot the studio's name, bro. It was like a little Chinese girl, little Asian girl with a bow. It was like a beautiful world, man.
Oh, you're talking about
Was it Kara, the Spirit Bridge, or something like that? But I don't
that
remember.
one.
I'm just jumping in the middle. Man, that game looked dope, man.
It was very, very, very visually. That's actually the game that's got. I mean, in order that's coming up in a couple of them.
Actually, you're right, because the next game we're gonna bring up was Destruction All Star, the one that, please, Willie, enlighten us what you like to call this game.
I called it Rocket Fortnite League.
That's a good name for it, bro.
Yeah, it has more Destruction Derby in it, but I'm sorry. The first time I saw it, I'm like, this is what happens if Fortnite characters grab Rocket Knight cards. Or Rocket League cards, sorry.
I
agree.
agree.
It's got that Fortnite Rocket League type. But you know what, bro? Bring back Twisted Metal, man.
Oh my God, yes.
That won't work now. I don't think it'll work now.
It would.
No,
I mean,
really?
what if they were to bring back
What?
Sweet Tooth and all those characters into a PS5 and make it more fleshed out? Oof. I think that game would be amazing.
I don't know.
Think that game, you know, it's no.
I think it's one of those games that have that '90s edge, like like the Bad Boy era and the NWO era and WWE. It's just the edge for the sake of edge.
I actually liked the one on PS3. It wasn't all that great.
Twisted Metal Black.
Yeah,
No,
not Black.
I played them. Black was
like
played. No, you're right. The PS3 was just Twisted Metal.
It was just Twisted Metal. It was just, and it brought back some good characters, and it played good. It really played good. It wasn't really popular or nothing, and it didn't set the scene on fire. But I played it, about it. It was good first time. It was something different because during that time it was Gears of War and it was Call of Duty and Battlefield, and I wanted to break that up a little bit. And I ended up picking up Twisted Metal on the cheap a little bit down the line, and I was like, yeah, this game's fun. Like, it was good for what it was. But yeah, it wasn't setting the world on fire.
No. But see, like the concept of Twisted Metal done like Destruction All Stars or Rocket Fortnite League, that'll work more. And
better, yeah.
The developer Lucid Dreams has people in it who did Wipeout, so they know how to handle fast vehicles.
Yeah, why work? That's a dope game. That's a dope game.
It looks interesting.
Yeah, it does.
And now that the next one that came up was the one you were talking about, Kena Bridge of Spirits.
Yes.
Oh, that game looked good, man. That game looked gorgeous.
And the first time I saw it, I thought of the Xbox 360 game Cameo, which doesn't make sense because it's nothing similar, but I just got that vibe all of a sudden. It's a very beautiful game, though.
It reminded me of Ori and the Blind Forest.
Yeah, I think more Ori, but just not platforming 2D style, just open world 3D.
Yeah.
But it had that Ori vibe a little bit, you know?
And another thing, like in this trailer as well, they have no release date. So that's why I was kind of like, oh man, no release date for this. So it might be coming out next year, maybe in summer-ish. It has that vibe.
I don't know. But, I mean, I'm down for it. It looks good.
Mm-hmm. And now, and also the next game that we're going to talk about, which I didn't have no interest in all. It just looked like too weird for me. Goodbye Volcano High.
That game,
that's like a teenager experience. That's what it is to me.
I'll tell you what. I go back to what I said about indie developers. That's a really visually striking game. Like, it looks like an actual animated cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not an easy thing to recreate on a console. Like, we talk about how cool Cuphead looked when it came out.
Yeah.
Making something look like actual animation on a console is not easy, and this game looks really, really, really nice.
It does. It looked like an anime, but
I don't know. I don't know what it is though. I didn't get what the game was trying to be. Like, what is it?
It's like a high school experience. That's what it looks like to me.
I got a Life is Strange vibe from it.
Okay, okay. Now, if it's something, yeah, maybe it's something like that where it's just what they call the walking simulator still. But
I don't.
I didn't really. I don't know what the game was actually trying to do, but I guess yeah, like Gabe said, just the high school experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now we're gonna go back to another old school exclusive, Oddworld Soulstorm.
Time exclusive.
Time exclusive, which it looked good. I mean, we didn't get. Did we see a little bit of gameplay there, Willie?
Yeah,
like it was like a mix, right?
Yeah, there was some gameplay. I mean, yeah, there was some cutscenes, but there was some gameplay. The typical Oddworld platforming, I liked it.
Yeah, it looked interesting.
Did it look more,
that old school game.
Did it look more darker than normal?
No,
No.
Oddworld
No.
is pretty dark series.
That's their tone, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's how they are. I just wanted to see the whole part when he cuts the bandages off his mouth, the stitch, mejor dicho.
yeah.
That it's gonna be crazy. But again, another PS5 time exclusive, but we didn't get no release date, so that means we're gonna have to see what happens next year. And what's up with Ghostwire Tokyo?
This one's crazy.
It's
This one's been around.
insane. Bethesda,
They-
eat your heart out because this is amazing what they're making. It looks
Well,
weird.
it's not really. It's not developed. I mean, it's under the Bethesda publishing arm, I guess.
Mhm.
But they showed this off last year on E3.
No, but they own Tango.
Yeah,
Tango Game
yeah.
Works. So it's under they're under there.
The thing
And
that
it's dope.
I mean, the thing that strikes me is that it's being directed by Shinji Mikami, and for those of you who don't know who Shinji Mikami is, Capcom.
Oh,
He
got
used
it.
to be in Capcom. As a matter of fact, he was helming all the games in Capcom during the really dark years when they were making really bad games like the Bionic Commando reboot,
Oh yeah.
and he was part of the brain trust that sold Red Dead Revolver to Rockstar.
Shush.
But you didn't know that.
No, that's actually an interesting fun fact. Thank you for sharing
The
that.
developers behind Red Dead Revolver were Capcom's, and Capcom gave up the rights, sold it to Rockstar. The development house became Rockstar San Diego. But at least Tango Gameworks, they know what they're doing. They did The Evil Within, so they know how to make something creepy. And this game looks creepy.
And it's going to be released in 2021. So I can't wait for that. And also, they have a website, which they put it on the bottom of the screen, ghostwire.com. And I'm just want to see what this game is going to come out to. It looks pretty interesting and weird at the same time, really freaky like. So
Very, 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 very weirdy.
yes,
It's very weird.
but
what's the deal on the time exclusive? Because I saw there was like 4 games that are time exclusive
There's
that are
more.
huge.
there's a huge list.
So
dude.
I
There's-
want to
there's-
know what's the time frame on that, because I know Deathloop is there, Ghostwire Tokyo's there.
I don't know. Goodbye Volcano High is there. Stray is there. Project Athia is there. For all that's
Also
worth.
that's a Times Square exclusive.
Yeah.
So
Little Devil Inside is timed. So's Bugsnax, which was weird as shit.
Ugh.
Those are the ones that are
If they
timed
didn't-
exclusives. And who knows? It might be like one of those things like what Xbox did with the Tomb Raider games. It may be like for a year or for 6 months. So who knows?
Ghostwire on just that's a Bethesda game. Like that's usually an Xbox thing, man. I don't even know what's going on anymore.
No.
Like I find that kind of I find that strange. I don't know. Usually those like I know Microsoft has kind of moved away from the time exclusives, but Sony's like no, that's exactly what we're gonna do.
I'm not a fan of them. I mean, I've been on record before saying I'm not a fan of time exclusives because it manufactures that artificial scarcity. It's not something. It doesn't help. It doesn't help the consumer out.
At all. And another game that I was looking at that it never really caught my attention, Jet the Far Shore.
I don't know what to make of that.
It really didn't. It didn't catch my attention that much. I just saw it, I was like, what the hell? And it's coming out this year. I don't know. It didn't catch my attention. I didn't feel nothing for that game.
I don't know how to feel about it. But again, indie stuff. Go for it.
Yeah, God only knows. It might be an interesting game. It might be one of those phenomenal games. But all we have to do is wait now when it comes out this year. But now, Godfall, which is coming out holiday 2020. Now that game looks fucking cool as hell.
And exclusive.
And yeah, that's right. It's an exclusive. And
I saw it, and the first thing I said in chat was Vanquish.
yeah, that's right. I was going to tell you right now. I go, and what do you thought about this, Willie? Because you said something in the chat, which it was Vanquish, and it looked really good. It looked really good, which I'm really hoping it does come out good. I mean, it was all cinematics, right? No gameplay. I don't remember too well now. I just remember the ending.
I don't think it was like it looked exactly like they had gameplay.
Yeah, it had gameplay in there.
It did.
It did.
Yeah.
I don't recall. But this is another one of the big heavy hitters because people have been looking forward to this one. Gearbox.
Be the Borderlands for the Melee.
The Randy Pitchford of Gearbox said it was going to be a looter slasher.
Well,
yeah, it's looter slasher. So they look cool.
No, it looks great.
and how about Solar Ash?
It's coming to PC too, so it's not
Well,
really
yeah,
just a console.
most of the when I say PS5 exclusive, except for their first and second party titles, they're console exclusives. They're gonna come out in PC, which I know makes you upset, but that's business.
Make me upset.
But what about Solar Ash? What do you guys thought about that one? Is another?
like it.
It's a PS5 time exclusive as well.
I like it. The developers of Hyper Life Drifter, another really good looking indie game.
Joe?
So yes, I'm all for it.
Huh.
I'm also all for the next game.
It's all right. I mean, no, the next game, it's right in Joe's alley right now. Hitman 3, which is going to come out in January 2021. Joe, what do you think about Hitman 3?
I think IO Interactive is amazing. I like the last. I know the last Hitman got a lot of heat for being episodic, and I didn't buy it right away. I ended up getting it on the cheap and playing it off through at one point. I didn't play the second one, and I thought it was really good, man. Like, just those Hitman games are just. There's something about a stealth game and planning your target and doing it in so many different ways. It's very satisfying.
Yeah,
very, very satisfying.
I mean, it's almost the perfect thing. Give people control of an assassin, give them a target, give them an area where they can navigate around, and have them come up with new and creative ways to kill people.
Yeah.
And it's so open-ended that you could do it so many different ways. And when you do it one way, and you're like, okay, I'll do it just basically the kind of like the straight-up way. And then you watch a video of somebody doing it entirely different, and you're like, I need to try that.
Oh yeah,
and it's amazing. Like, those games are amazing.
It is.
So it's good. It's good to see Hitman is still there.
Yes, and they're still fun too.
And with Hitman 3 coming out, we're gonna have another PS5 exclusive, Astro's Playroom. The little robots that live in your controller, supposedly.
I never played Astrobot Rescue Mission because I don't have PSVR. Well, now I do.
You do now,
but I didn't have one before, and so I never became.
What happened to the guy that gets sick in VR and I can't handle it?
That's me.
Oh, listen. I also can't afford all the games that I have. I still have them.
No, that's good. I'm waiting for PSVR too.
Yeah, we didn't. You were mentioning that earlier. We didn't see any talk about the next gen PSVR.
Coming? I didn't say it was coming.
No, I said that we hadn't heard mention of it.
Yeah, it was pretty quiet about that.
I'm assuming they're just gonna get the console launch, get it out, get some, try to drive some momentum, and in about a year or two, I'm expecting PSVR 2.0 wireless.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No, we're not.
But yeah, this I saw it, and at first I thought PlayStation Home, which was that old open world platform game that they had for the PS3. But no, it's different. It looks cutesy. It looks like
fun
it,
fact,
younger kids will enjoy it. So cool.
fun fact, this will be built into the PS5, all PS5, and it will be free. So
Maybe.
this is gonna be exactly like what you got when you got your PS4, and you had that playroom installed in your console.
Yeah,
And
I
then
never
you
I
got the
never
little
touched that, by the way.
You never touched it. Okay, so
No.
like Dave said, you grab the little dude and he's the robot and he's stuck in there, and you can kind of like along with the camera, you can like take him out of your controller and vacuum him up. And it was like a little mini game. It's like
It was actually pretty
it,
fun. I'm not gonna lie, that thing
it
was
was
pretty
actually
fun.
it was more a tech demo of sorts,
Yeah,
just showing off what the console could do.
Yeah,
And what they're doing with this one now is they're showing off what the DualSense controller can do. So that DualSense controller is it's gonna be fire, bro.
it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something.
got
I
a-
can feel it.
got a lot of the toys.
It's
Indeed.
got a lot of buzz going on. People are praising it, like all the people who are working on it. I haven't touched one obviously, but when I do read a developer is excited for it, I get too excited for it.
Yeah.
And they're like, the triggers are pretty good in the way you could represent a bow or a trigger. The
Yeah,
haptic feedback is
haptic feedback.
haptic feedback is big. You know what I mean? Like it's on our phones. You feel those. It's more detailed in the vibration, and just having just those little things, man, that does make a difference, man.
It does.
Yes, it does.
It does. Now, the next game that we're going to be talking about is Little Devil Inside. It has no release date either, but it's still also a PS5 timed exclusive. Willie, tell us a little more of this game.
This one is really interesting because this game was actually successfully kickstarted back in 2016. Even had a Wii U version planned,
Jesus.
and then they disappeared. It's a South Korean developer called NeoStream. They kickstarted the game, went radio silent, and now all of a sudden PS5 time exclusive. And this one, I keep talking about the vibes to other games, but this one really does have a Breath of the Wild vibe.
It does. It looks pretty. It looks pretty. That's all I gotta say. It looks pretty.
These games look pretty, but they look pretty in their own ways.
Yeah.
Like there's an amazing amount of variety for the games that they have, and that's pretty cool.
hmm I just like the whole unique styles. It doesn't have to be all the same script or nothing. A different style game and different versions, and it captures my eye, and that's what I think.
Yeah,
I'm okay with
varied,
this.
varied game styles, varied game types, varied gameplay. Not everything can be a modern military gray shooter.
Yeah, absolutely right. And I mean, I'm not too much of a sports fanatic when it comes to video games. I love watching it on TV, but not playing it. NBA K21.
NBA 2K21.
That.
That one, whatever.
Eh.
Like this game, I'm gonna warn people ahead of time. Every time a sports game comes out for the new generation, it's always the same.
hmm
It's a game that has less features than the previous year's version on the previous generation console. It's gonna look really pretty, but it's gonna be lacking modes, and since this is a 2K game, and Strauss Zelnick needs to get another Mercedes Benz, it's gonna have microtransactions up the fucking wazoo.
Yeah, technically, and you're gonna be paying for what, like $100 for the hard edition to get X amount of points, so you can get a different jersey and all that. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, and you gotta buy their virtual currency, which is called what? What was it called? Virtual, whatever. It's
I don't
virtual.
know. It's virtual
money that
something.
have.
They can kiss my
And
ass with that
you gotta buy all these bunch of virtual bucks just to cut the damn player's head.
Nah,
The hair.
it's
I should say.
alright.
Not the head, the hair.
The hair. But you know what?
You don't want to cut their head.
So let's say something now, Willie. Will you prefer that game over Buzznax?
I prefer Bugsnax, even though it's a weird game and it made me a little uncomfortable. It's the guy who made Octodad, and well, the guys who made Octodad.
Yeah.
It's the PS5 time exclusive, and it's a little weird.
And it's coming out holiday 2020. But yes, it is indeed weird. I don't like the way they look at you. And then the ending, it freaked me the fuck out.
I don't like Australian accented hippos eating sentient strawberries with Google eyes.
No, stop. No, stop. All right, you know what?
And the ending,
Let's stop
the
there.
ending, yeah.
Let's stop there. Let's go to something even better. Demon Souls.
Yes, let's stop talking about the cutesy game that's kind of creepy. Let's go full on Demon Souls.
Let's go full Satanic,
Remaster
guys.
the fuck out of that bitch.
That
Yes.
shit looks fucking sick. It is
All
sick.
the yes. All the yes. You never played the original.
Never have.
You never played a single Souls game?
Never.
Well, all you have to know is here's a twist. Demon Souls is the Cuphead of slashing games.
Motherfucking Christ. Are you serious?
The Souls games are known for their difficulty.
Oh my God.
Demon Souls was the original one. It was not released by Sony. It was distributed by Atlas because nobody wanted the game.
Mhm.
Even Sony had a chance and they didn't want the game. And Atlas made a limited run, sold out, had to make a second pressing, enough so that they had to make a greatest hits. And Sony said, yeah, we want this now.
Interesting. But now,
But that series is awesome and this game is awesome.
I want to touch a game here, which I want to see what Joe felt about, and it's called Deathloop. It has no release date, but Deathloop. I want to know, what did Joe feel when you saw it?
It was one of my favorite games of the show.
You like Deathloop for real?
It's legit.
It-
Arcane
Right.
Studios.
I saw it's Dishonored with, I think, probably better gunplay, more.
It's Dishonored, and once again, Groundhog Day.
Yeah, and that's a thing that you're saying. It's a thing that has been catching on a couple times. This little reverse time, come back, do it again type of thing. Yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
But you know what? It has that Dishonored vibe to it, and I'm all for it.
Yeah, I'm down. Gentlemen, Resident Evil 8 Village coming out 2021. The
They
game,
say it's the
it looks pretty. It looks. I like the cinematics of the game. It looks sick as hell, and I think we're dealing with werewolves for some apparent reason. I think that's what I just finished seeing.
They said that it was the end of the story,
Supposedly,
and the little stinger at the end of the trailer
Mhm.
shows Chris Redfield.
yeah. Who he shoot the shit
was
out of that
the-
one person on the floor.
He was the not secret in Resident Evil 7, a game that you will be playing in VR
Ugh.
because I'm that confident.
We'll
But-
make it happen. We'll make it happen. Look, you know what? I don't need people to like it. Next time when I go over, I'm bringing my camera and we're gonna play it. That's it. It's down. It's down. I'm gonna play it.
I need to prepare for this.
Oh, we're
I
gonna
need to
prepare
for this.
I'm gonna wear.
I need to-
I'm gonna make sure that our fans are very aware of what we're gonna be doing that same day. I'm gonna make sure I post it on Instagram, YouTube, everywhere they have to look at. I'm gonna play Resident Evil 7 VR for the very first time, and we're gonna record it live. Well, not live. We're gonna record it and we're gonna post it up there for you guys.
I'm too happy.
When you do that, because I'll tune in and watch and stuff
Definitely.
like that.
It's must see TV.
Oh, definitely. Well, I might even have my cell phone up for you can see me how I look when this happens.
It's must see TV.
Anyways,
but
duty calls for me at this moment, so I like to disrupt the things, but I think I've disrupted enough.
I don't care.
So I'm
very
gonna
well.
step out, but it was a pleasure talking to you guys. I
Likewise,
just,
sir.
Joe, we'll
wanted
see
to
you
sign up
again
for a bit.
next week. Haha.
We'll see, man. But yeah, man, y'all
Alright.
take care, man.
Go ahead, bro.
take it
I see you
easy.
soon, man. Take it easy.
All right.
Man,
So yeah,
I love having Joe
Resident-
around. It's fun.
I miss the old crew.
Yeah, we're gonna
I
get
miss
it back soon.
Everybody getting
Watch.
together.
We're gonna
No.
get the band back together.
But yeah, Resident Evil 8,
Mhm.
more Resident Evil 7. I'm in.
Yeah, I'm down for it too. Now, Willie, help me pronounce this next game. Pragmata? Well, how the fuck you say that shit, dude?
Don't hurt yourself there, son. Pragmata.
Pragmata. There we go. Again,
Again,
dyslexia, tongue fucked up. I can't really do this shit that much.
don't
but-
know what to make of this one.
I don't either. It's odd, man. This is the same people that from Capcom, right? That
It's Capcom.
you know, I just have such a weird vibe from it. What, like from Death Stranding, of course, but it's not from that. From
It's not a Kojima game, but
There
it
you
sure
go.
as hell looks like it could be.
it does, but it has such a weird vibe. Not even enough for Kojima. And it's coming out 2022, which that's too far to even show that trailer. But then again, Kojima did the same thing with Death Stranding. which they just showed us a clip of a baby, mud, weird things, and boom. Then we all had to figure out what the hell's going on.
I don't know. I mean, I never played FedEx Simulator, but it looked insane. And this game looks insane.
Now we're gonna come down to the finale, and it's Horizon Forbidden West, PlayStation 5 exclusive. Please share.
Let me tell you something.
Share.
That game looks purty.
Very purty.
Looks right done purty.
Mm-hmm.
And since it's a Horizon game, we know it's legit. Guerrilla Games knows what it's doing.
Damn right they do.
The Guerrilla Games knows what it's doing, and this game, yeah. I mean, I know what the gameplay is. We've played it.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Give me more.
I agree with you 110% on that, dude. And right now we reach the finale, and at the end of Horizon is when we finally see the PlayStation 5. Not just one system, but both systems. One with a disc drive in it, and the other one that's made for digital only. But not only we get to see that, we also saw more things. We got to see a new headgear, the new camera they're gonna have installed for it as well. I mean, for it
headgear,
installed.
you mean headphones, right?
Headphones, yeah, headgear.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, headgear. Headgear. When you say headgear, I'm thinking about the Black Knight and Just But a Scratch.
No. And if it was, it'll be awesome. But yes, we got the new earphones. We're gonna have, of course, they already showed off the controllers, but they're showing it off, and it's all this pretty white finished color, which kind of scares me because I'm a very neat freak, and so is Willy. And to get something scuffed with black or dirt on it, it's gonna freak me out a little bit. So let's see how this is gonna roll for me. But it's still a magnificent thing that they showed us the actual system. We just want to hear more now. We want to hear everything from that system and what they're gonna bring for us.
I gotta say it again. I'm not a fan. The cousin Joe did show cousin Holton. Sorry,
cousin Jose.
I just did a marvel there.
Yeah, you pulled it hard.
Cousin Jose showed a render all black, and it looks better. I thought at first that it was the white that was like giving me pause. I'm not saying it's ugly. I'm just okay. I told Jose this as well. I remember years ago, before we met, like you and I met when I had created my original game box. You remember that thing?
Of course.
Okay. When I was looking for cases to stick the game box in, I found a case that reminded me of what the PS5 looks like now.
Interesting.
That means absolutely nothing. I'm just an old man. Please allow me to regale my old man stories. But I don't know. I don't feel it. It's fine. It is. I mean, it's a nice looking system, but I'm not like, I don't know. Like I'm not saying anything that, that the Xbox Series X looks better. It's not that kind of competition. They both, they look different enough from each other that, you could just distinguish them, for their own merits. I'm not a fan. I'm sure I'll get used to it. Now, I will say the same thing that my son and a bunch of other people said. I like the way the digital one looks better.
It does. It looks very appealing, to be honest. Now,
the other one looks. I said it. The regular one looks like it has a disc tumor.
Now, my thought will be on this one. You think there's going to be a price difference between the disc and the digital one?
There has to be. Just from the sheer point of manufacturing, it's going to cost less to build the digital one because they're not putting in the Blu-ray hardware, which is cheap enough that it wouldn't matter to Sony, and they own the Blu-ray property. But there has to be some difference. Now, what that difference is and how much it's going to be, we don't know yet.
But what we do know is that Xbox, after this whole event thing has been in the works and talks about, they're going to be having an event in July. They haven't said what day specifically, but they're going to have an event in July which they plan to demonstrate more of the power of the Xbox. Now, I'm not much of an Xbox fanboy or like it a lot. I mean, I have them because I want to have them. I would like to play them. It's fun to have for friends. But what do you think? I mean, personally, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a dick measuring contest. Technically.
It's gonna be a dick measuring contest, but at the end of the day, let's look at it simply.
Hmm.
Where until both these reveal events came out, the only thing people were focusing on was their theoretical numbers
That's
as
right.
far as power. What are the gigahertz? How many teraflops? The numbers that people point to and try to use as a basis for this better.
Hmm.
At the end of the day, even if the Xbox Series X has a marked advantage over the PS5 in terms of raw horsepower, two things.
Go.
Number one, until the PS4 came out in this generation, no console that has been the most powerful of that generation's class of consoles has won the sales crown.
Hmm.
Meaning the most powerful console almost never wins. And saying the PS4 is more powerful than the Xbox One is splitting hairs so fine that they're microscopic.
Psh.
But no console has ever been the most popular in sales while being the most powerful one. Why is that? Because number two, what matters is the games, the software, the titles, the killer apps. PlayStation has them all. Microsoft has none. You can say Halo, Forza, and Gears of War until you're green in the face,
Which is
because
possible.
Microsoft.
Which is possible.
Because Microsoft.
Hmm.
But I'm sorry, you're going to put up an announced Halo game, an announced Forza game, and an expected Gears of War game. Well, it was announced last year in E3 as well. And you're putting that up against Horizon, Spider-Man, Gran Turismo 7, Ratchet and Clank. I'm sorry, no.
Technically, if I were to say if I was to judge in shows, I would say PlayStation took the kick on this one, and especially that it was very well done, very polished, like we said. And technically, that's how I feel. I mean, again, the audience here will let us know what they thought about it. But technically, my opinion, I think PlayStation took it. Now we have to see what happens in July when they do the demonstration and who else or what else they're gonna do with that demonstration of the Xbox Series X, excuse me. But we're gonna have to wait till July. Until then, PlayStation, kudos. Thank you so much for what you did, and I love it.
Still want a price.
Indeed, we all do. And I do agree with you that part as well. We want a price. I mean, thank you for showing us the system itself, both of them, like I called it. I'm not going to let that go. But a price will be nice now. But I think they're going to do something, let's say, around July-ish, maybe August, so we could do pre-orders. And
They're probably going to do that, yeah.
I say
They're
July,
probably gonna
August,
do
they're going
that.
to give us a pre-order option already.
I think that late July, early August, probably mid-August is
That sounds more right.
a better thing. But I mean, that's just that people are so starved for information, and nowadays everything is driven by information.
Mhm.
Like people want info right away. Speculation's going crazy. I still say it's a rumor. The supposed posting at Amazon UK that had both the PS5 and the Xbox Series X listed at 600 British pounds,
They can kiss my ass. That ain't
which
gonna
is
happen.
almost 750 US dollars. There's no, I mean, it's possible. These things have a lot of tech in them, and a comparable, like I said last time, a comparable PC will cost you about $1,200. But a $750 console, that's a Neo Geo AES at launch. That's a 3DO at launch. Two consoles that were notoriously failures when they came out on the console space. The Neo Geo's awesome. The 3DO, well, it tried. But no one wants to pay $700 for a console.
Nobody is. Who the hell's gonna pay that much money for a console? That's
probably gonna be-
incredibly too much, man. And especially for a console. For that, just build yourself a PC that you can play those games, and that's it.
I could see all of a sudden AT&T and Verizon offering 2-year contracts for these consoles, like if they were cell phones.
Ugh.
Because it's gonna have to get to that thing where Microsoft and Sony are gonna have to start subsidizing the console so people can buy them. so
No.
but they can buy them in monthly installments.
It gotta watch. Don't even. Oh my god! You just said it. Now it's already cursed. It's gonna happen. Fuck.
Well, I mean, there's already a whole bunch of other things that come up. Like for example, okay, the PlayStation 5 digital edition was shown.
Mm-hmm.
We know that Microsoft is going to do something similar with the XX.
Absolutely.
Because
Watch.
Microsoft's thing now is the value of their services, and so having an all digital console is going to be great for them. But, and we talked about this before too,
Mm-hmm.
I see a snag for people like Joe, who have physical games that they might want to play, but they may not necessarily want to get the version with the Blu-ray just to play those games.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be an interesting thing. And now,
The thing remember that when we were talking about it, the idea that I thought about, which you thought immediately was the greatest idea on the planet,
oh, share it right now.
and it's a great idea, and it's because it's a great idea that it will never work.
Go ahead.
For people who have physical copies but want the digital version, I just pie in the sky said, if GameStop wasn't an absolute cancer, and the publishers like Sony and Microsoft didn't absolutely hate GameStop and deal with them through suffrage, if under the right circumstances, a cool thing would have been, take your physical game to GameStop and we'll give you a code for a digital version.
Huh.
That would be a great idea, and it would never happen. Number one, because GameStop is a cancer.
Of course.
And number two, because where the digital code's going to come from. Sony's not going to hand out free copies. Digital copies.
I will say that. I would say you gave it to them, and they'll email it to you right there on the spot.
Yeah, but you got to turn it into GameStop. GameStop
Oh,
is going to take the physical game and sell it on the as a used game, and you know how much that the developers and publishers love used games.
of course.
And so that's a non-starter. Are you going to be able to mail your game into Sony or Microsoft? They're not going to want to do that.
No, that's so much
They
work
want
for
to
them.
they want to sell you another copy of the game. They don't want to give you a free copy of the game that you already bought.
It's true, but I still say that idea right there, it's still plausible. We just have to figure out how they're gonna want to do it, and if they want to do it. But it is still a plausible idea.
I mean, it was a great idea as a bit of a haha or as a what if, but that ain't never gonna happen.
We'll see.
All the
dude.
cool ideas. If all the cool ideas that I come up with when I have that little spark of inspiration and I'm smart for those 2.5 seconds every day,
Uh-huh.
if all those ideas came true, Nintendo would have a huge catalog of games that you can have on your Switch if you pay for their online service.
You'll be the next Reggie if that happens.
No, I can't be the next Reggie. My body is not ready. My body creaks more than the front door of a haunted house.
Jesus Christ, man. Really?
Have I mentioned enough that I'm old?
God. You know what? Shut up. You're not old. And with
Whatever.
that, but
every time I stand up, I can almost hear my knees yelling, "Push the Whopper button."
oh God, stop. You know what? I'm gonna have to play it again.
Play the clip.
Tell the crew to push the Whopper button.
And guys, with that being said, thank you so much for joining us. It was, yes, a long podcast, but we had a lot of information. Plus, we had a special guest, Joe, who came on, and we're very grateful. And once again, guys, this segment was brought to you by D2D. Use promo code MIAGeeks10 to save 10% on your next purchase. That's MIAGEEKS10. Make sure to go to destined2dominate.com to get your latest and greatest and stuff that you can buy there. You can go to the shops and buy their drinks, buy their clothes. Hell, buy anything you want from there. It's on us. 10% off at least. Bada beam. Guys, with that being said, thank you very much. And you guys have a great one. We'll see you on Monday. Take care now. Peace.